captured the obvious components of love, life. If you look at the cell cut in this way, it is exactly a heart shape. And I had gotten this from the Google documents and had decided to follow the layout and write about love. So the introduction is the body cell of a prison cell or a prison cell. What is the difference? As in terms of cell structure, if you're not with your life partner, meaning the soulmate and or supposedly the jailmate, meaning a body and a creation of a body cannot be created without the divine partner. Parts such as a combination of compatibility, as in terms of some parts of the soul and or perhaps appearance within the body. Which is considered a cell, as in terms of each small particle of your body. As you sleep, dead cell sheds off. And to have a body, it is a combination of many cells to build a body. Then surely it means that if you don't have your divine partnerings, as in terms of the body genetically modified to have a body, not modified but as in created to have a body, you must have parts of your divine partner. So if you happen to feel very ill and or look ill, you possibly are or have been messed with, as in terms of some sort of altering that could lead to yourself feeling alone and or suicidal ideations and perhaps a variety of deadly self-destructions of one own being, meaning life. So when we look at cell anatomy, just like any type of cell, it needs to bond for it to be living and striving in growth and in the futures, such as it needs to bond, such as collagen and tightening of thee and thy immortal body, which is symbolically fighting against time and or reaching infinity and infinite time, meaning to overcome time as in certain ways, as meaning to comparison to time in jail and or time in a cell. So the first one I'm going to talk about in cell anatomy is going to be one cell phone. It's called cell phone in the United States, as the system is different all around the globe. And the cell phone that I want to talk about is the head telepathic phone that many people have and have had since the beginning of time. So these telepathic conversations have been going on since the beginning of time and life. Adam and Eve once used it to call each other. Zach and I used it and still do, as it is a connection to a serious bond in speaking and finding your partner, like the Find My iPhone application on the Apple devices. Second, I'm going to talk about the body cell. To be immortal, the cells have to bond for a person to have their alive body parts, called the skin and the brain. which is all parts of the body, which helps the scent in loving the one and only, as these body cells gives off a scent that only your one and only adores. So obviously, to be completely divine for a person, you must love another person's body scent as well. So when we're looking at cell structure, if a person's structure is bad, symbolically speaking, the environmental factors such as, for example, the supernatural human man, like Superman, cannot withstand super kryptonite. So we're talking about if you have abilities and or powers, for example, vampires, and you're forced to go out in the sun every day, these are power inhibitors. And the environmental factors will definitely cause something to your body that will decay and mess with your body and or DNA and even blood and including health. So this can alter perhaps the mappings and our findings in path of life to find your one and only. It has a lot to do with where the couple resides, meaning the place of living as in terms of the, of course, environmental factors. If it's bad, it could cause mental psyche to wear out and cause some sort of mental deterring, which could be, for example, depression without your divine partner. Summarizations are if the real divine partners are not with one another in their own homes and their own atmosphere, it will truly cause some sort of self-decay, meaning self-destructions and destructive activities that one and or the other may have. Love does not cure all. The truth must be included as well.